No.
Okay. Are you Yoruba? Because when I was talking to you on the phone, you were speaking Yoruba.
I'm not Yoruba, but I understand Yoruba very well.
You speak Yoruba very well because we were communicating in Yoruba. So I was like, is it what tribe are you?
I'm from Edo.
Okay. So tell us your story.
Okay. Like I said, my name is Jennifer Agbibaku. Then I got married to Mr. Friday Agbibaku in 2008. At the age of 23, while him was 40 or thereabout.
23, 40, 17 years in between the two of you.
Yes. Then I used to stay with his elder brother, whose name is Chief Francis, in Sulere, James Village. So I got to his place when my dad, he was a friend to my dad and a colleague too, Ministry of Works and Housing. Then when my dad retired 2007, he decided to relocate to the village. And the man said, I don't need to follow my dad to the village. I should come and stay with him. So I was there with his children and one other girl like that, Joy.
Okay.
So I discovered that the man, Francis, was having an affair with the girl, Joy, the same, or a little bit older than me then. And at the same time was also disturbing me to have an affair with me.
That's your now husband, Abby?
I agree. We're just there.
Okay.
So we're just there disturbing me and all that. He was even telling me that he wants to marry me because the wife then was giving birth to girls. And he said, it's me, and I'll be the one to give birth to a boy for him and all that. So along the line, this is brother that I got married to. Not that I have known him for even when I was in SS1. So even when he got married to the first wife and everything. So along the line, when the brother came for marriage, and to me, I'm like, okay, this one is just an escape for me to escape from his brother. Then I decided to marry his brother. Then he was a corporal at that time, 2008. And when he told his brother that he wanted to marry me, and the brother was like trying to discourage him from marrying me, he told him that me, I am following men and this and that. But his brother did not listen to him. He went ahead and we got married. But anytime we are having misunderstanding, he will go and report me to his brother. I discovered that, we never dated. I don't really know his character. And he's somebody that is a little bit older than me. And so I discovered that he's the type that reports a lot. Anything, any little something that told me, he will start taking me everywhere, reporting me. And this is brother, when he, for example, when we are having misunderstanding, he will go and tell his brother. What his brother will tell me is different from what he's going to tell his own brother. So that is how we're living until 2013. And before then, the first wife he got married to, they did a white wedding registry and everything, because the lady he got married to used to be a maid to one ambassador, a rabbi, back then.
Okay.
So he got married to, it was even his brother that told me that on that time, when he got married to the lady just because he wanted the ambassador to help him travel abroad. Not that he was in love with the girl, with the lady, because the lady was a little bit older than him. And after that, after the marriage, everything in year 2002, she stayed there with him for 6 years with no child. Even after the wedding, the ambassador's wife wanted to help him to travel out truly. But it was the ambassador himself that said no. That this guy, if we help this guy to travel abroad, he's going to abandon this woman. That the best thing is they should after she should give birth first, like 1 or 2, before they will send the guy abroad. At least you won't abandon your children and all that. But as God will have it, this lady did not give birth for 6 years.
Sorry, bring the camera down a little so we can see your face properly, because people want to know who you are. Yeah, continue.
Okay. So as God will have it, she did not give birth for 6 years. And then the family, this thing I'm telling you, I'm not saying then say is a story I know. I told you I was staying with his brother. So at the end of the day, the family decided to send the woman away. The reason why they allowed their brother to marry her was to help and send him to abroad. Now, no abroad, no kids. And some of his brother came from the village, plus the one in the city, and they went to his house and drove the woman away. Her name is Carol. So they drove her away. Then when he came for me for marriage, then I accepted, believing that I was escaping from his brother's, that his harassment and all that. I never knew that I was entering another problem. So after the traditional marriage in the village, he took me to his pastor, Trent. His name is Pastor Gideon Adebanjo. He's a Trent pastor.
Okay.
Then the pastor asked him if he has fully divorced his wife. He said yes. The pastor asked him, "Are you sure?" He said yes. He said, "Okay, take Jennifer to registry." He said, "Okay." One fateful day, Thursday, because the pastor actually wanted to do this a mass wedding for us in church. So he wanted to add, he asked everybody to go for registry and all that. So one Thursday like that, he said I should come, and he drove me to Shomolu local government.
In Lagos.
I should stay inside the car. He said I should stay in the car. I stayed there for like 20 minutes. He went to their offices. I don't know what happened there. Then he came back. He said I should come. I followed him to one office. I saw 2 women and 2 men. I greeted them. They said I can go back. I went back to the car. I was in the car for like another 30 minutes. Before he came in, then he came out with one paper like that and said, look at it. You are now a married woman. You have done your registry. I said, done registry. He said, yes, that I should look at it. I wanted to look at it. He said, no, when we get home. And when we got home, now my mind did not go there anymore. I didn't, when people are talking of registry, I did a registry in court. Me too, I'll be talking that we did registry, unknowing to me that it was even fake and all that. So it was 2021. But before that 2021, when I gave birth to this last child, as I was telling you, I had my firstborn in Shomolu local hospital, Shomolu there. Then the second born was at Arujolad Hospital, because that is the NHIS in family hospital. Then the last one, my last born, one on the 13th of June, 2013, I was seeing water. No contraction to push, nothing, no pain, nothing. I was strong, nothing happened to me. But because of the water I was seeing, I told him, he came back from work that morning. I said, this is what is happening to me. He said we should go to the hospital. I said, okay. And we left. We got to the hospital, something 10 or past 10. And I went to my antenatal doctor. I told her, she said I should go to the labor ward. I went there, the doctor there, they said they would check the reason why I'm seeing water without a contraction. So they checked. And the next thing, the English I heard from that doctor that was the pelvic is narrow, something like that. That they would do CS for me. And they called him, all of us there, we both planned everything. He signed and said they should go ahead. And the doctor said he can't do the CS for me now because I've eaten. That I'll have to wait till 4 before they will go ahead with the CS. I said, okay. I even wanted to go home. They said, no, that I will stay back. So I was inside the labor ward there, watching other women put into bed and other things happening. Then around that past 12, this particular matron came to me and said, fine girl, how are you? I said, I'm fine. She said, how many children do you have? I said, I have 2. Then plus this one, 3. She said, hey, how many boys? I said, 1 boy, 1 girl. But this one I'm carrying, the scan said is a boy, but until the baby is out, before I would believe. She said, okay, if I would like to go for family planning. I said, I don't know if my husband will agree to it. She said, okay, where is your husband? I said, he's outside reception. She said, okay. That was all I knew. And as in, I don't know nothing more than that then. When it was around that 3:45, I entered the theater. So no, with all their whatever, and it was the last time. What I can remember was when they gave me injection. Then I slept off. I woke up around 9:30. I saw that everything was okay. Then I left the hospital 5 days. I stayed there for 5 days. Then 2 weeks later, he brought something out from the car and showed me that this was what the doctor removed from my body. I said, what did the doctor remove? But I could not see it very well because it was already dried 2 weeks. He said, the doctor, they came and said he should do family planning for me, permanent one and others. Permanent family planning without letting me know. I was with phone.
What's the name of this hospital? What's the name of this hospital that did this permanent family planning for you and you did not know about it according to you? Because I also want to hear from the hospital.
Okay.
What's the name of the hospital?
The name of the hospital is the Arjolad Hospital at Bagada.
Arjolad.
Arjolad.
Okay.
Yes, hospital at Bagada.
Bagada in this Lagos.
Yes.
Okay, so dear Arjola, this lady is making a claim that she had family planning done on her that involved removing her tubes without her signing, without her being. Did you sign anywhere for it?
I did not sign any.
Did you give any verbal approval?
At all.
Okay.
At all.
So your husband also lives in this Lagos with you?
Yes.
Okay, we're also willing to hear the side of her husband. We'll appreciate if the husband too can reach out to us. What is your husband's name or your ex? I don't know what the state is right now.
His name is Friday Agbegbako.
Friday, Mr. Friday Agbegbako. Okay, because you know.
Okay, we can use the name. Because the name is used in police force is actually different from this one I'm calling. We can use the name is using to quickly get to him.
Okay. And what is the name?
Is Oviosu Oame.
Okay. Mr. Oviosu Oame. Your wife or ex-wife, as the case may be, depending on you, made a claim. She said that you took her to the hospital. She's made 2 claims. She said that you did a registry with her that is not legit. Secondly, you took her to the hospital and had her do family planning without her consent. We'd like to hear your side of the story, sir. Once again, what's his name, ma?
Oviosu Ohame.
Oviosu Ohame.
Yes.
All right. So we'd like to hear from you too, because on my channel, if somebody comes and says, they did this to me, we also want to hear from the other party. What was, so that we can have a balanced perspective, because anybody can say it. I can come now and tell you this person took my sweet, and then that person came and said, no, that he paid me money and I sold the sweets to him. Then we now have a balance. Okay, so but I'm worried though. So you said the hospital, uh babe, please door. You said the hospital took, continue from that hospital where you were.
Then
You said he showed you the dried fallopian tube.
He gave me, yes, he brought it after.
Do you still have that? Do you still have it as evidence?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have it because then it was not. This thing I'm saying was 9 years ago.
Still, you should have kept it as evidence because now it makes the story better. Okay, continue.
Okay,
continue.
I didn't keep it.
How old are you today? How old are you now?
Sir?
How old are you now?
37.
37. Okay, continue. So this happened when you were 28.
28, yes.
Okay, continue with your story.
So he brought it to something and said, this was what they removed from me at that time. I said, I'm like, why did you do it? He said the matron came to him and said, I've discussed with your wife, and your wife said I should come and meet you. I said, even if I discuss something like that with matron, and the matron came to you.
Do you remember the name of this matron? Do you remember the name of this matron?
No, I don't. But if I see her, I will recognize her. Even the doctor, I will recognize them.
Okay.
So I was like, even if she told you, wouldn't you have called me to ask? Because we've been communicating. This thing started around that 4. Why didn't you call me to ask, or for me, you doctor, to sit down to talk about it? How can you sign for something like this? What he told me then was he regretted signing. It was after he signed the paper that he's like, why did I even sign this thing? That he regretted it. I said, okay. And my mom was around. Then he begged me that I should not tell anybody.
And you two agreed.
Nobody should hear.
And you two agreed. You agreed.
That as long, as long as we are together, then I'm coming. Is as long as we are together, he won't demand any child from any woman. He will not separate. We will stay as husband and wife till death do us part. With that, I said, okay. Since I'm not planning to go and marry another guy or leave him, I said, okay. But later, he thought that I was worried that same day. He said, he's not permanent anymore. That is 6 years. I said, okay. You should have told me that it's 6 years now. Why did you now say it's permanent something? Then that one aside, there was a day we were having misunderstanding. And the next thing he started accusing me of following men sleeping around. That because I know that I can't give birth again, that is why I'm sleeping. I'm like, I can't give birth again. But that day you said it was 6 years. Then I called my sister. That, see what this man is saying. When my sister came, he said it out of anger that nothing like that. That is 6 years. I said, okay. Then at that time, we were living at Shomolu Barracks. Shomolu Police Barracks. The year 2015, we moved down to our personal house at Mowi. 2015. And, this misunderstanding kept on repeating and repeating.
Were you also following men? Tell us the truth.
No. This is, if it's something I am doing, you should be able to prove it now.
No.
This is life.
You see, sometimes with men, I'm not defending him here. I'm just saying sometimes men they see that your waka no straight. Where are you coming from? I'm just saying, where are you coming from? I'm coming from the shop. But I just left the shop. They said you left 4 hours ago. Okay, where did you go? I went to this person. But I saw the person on the way. You know, those kind of things. So when men make those accusations,
yes, I don't go out for
okay,
shop. My shop is the same house, front of my house. I am not the outing person. He knows I don't go out. Party, whatever, I don't go. But that particular one, this story is long ago.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
When we moved down to Mowe, 2015, because he's the type that reports to people any little misunderstanding, he will start reporting. It even got to the point that even his family then told him that he should not come and report Jennifer to them again. What is it? You are older than this person. You have experience more than this person. Why are you behaving like a small boy? Today, everybody got tired of us, even in the barrack before we left. And even while the church I was going to then, he will be looking for, in church, they will give us a thing that have this paper that will contain all our phone numbers. My husband will be searching for phone numbers and address of all the sisters in church to go and report me to. One of them then called me one day and told me, Sister Jennifer, what you will do, anybody that your husband will report you to, when the person comes to your house, don't say anything. Just be looking. Maybe through that, it will stop. At the time I wanted to move to Mowe, they were all happy that now you people are going to a new place. There is nobody he's going to report you to again. Any misunderstanding, you people will settle it. Down to my pastor in Lagos, everybody. They were all tired. They got tired of him. And when we moved down to Mowe 2015, July 17, 2 weeks after we moved down there, this was attending Deeper Life then.
Mm-hmm.
Then we started this Deeper Life Church. It was very close to our house. 2 weeks later, I saw the pastor came to our house and said, Sister Jennifer, I want to see you. I said, what happened? 2 weeks. He said, your husband. I was in the parlor when the pastor came in. Suddenly, I noticed that he excused us. And the pastor said, it's you I came to see. That your husband came to me yesterday to report you. I'm like, the pastor, somebody you just met 2 weeks ago, and you are reporting me again. I said, okay. And the pastor started.
But what was he complaining about? What was he reporting you? You are saying your husband was reporting you. You are not saying what he report. What did he say you stole meat from the pot? Did he say you were fighting him? What? Because for you to make this claim, we also have to we have to try to understand what was happening. So
okay.
Yes. So tell me about that.
Okay. While we were in Lagos, the problem there is no more than just all these minor thing. I can't even remember.
It might be minor to you. Hold on. It might be minor to you, but to him it's not minor. So it might be minor to you, but you see, I have to be fair. As I'm listening to you, I have to be fair. You understand? Because he's also going to come and share his own side of the story. So we have to be fair. So what were the minor, list some of the minor things. Maybe you scratched his car, or you took meat, or you gave you money for food and you didn't buy the food. What were the minor? Give us an examples of this.
No. Sometimes it will be that you say I prepare, because normally in the morning, that was how I was brought up, to clean everywhere before breakfast. He will be angry that me, I did not prepare his breakfast on time.
Okay.
Then the next thing he will go and report. And these people you go and report to, they was okay, next time, make sure his food is ready before you start cleaning.
Okay.
And anytime I say, okay, I will quickly prepare his food before I start cleaning, he will tell me that, why will I serve his food on a dirty house that is dirty, that I have not cleaned? I'll be like, what do you want me to do? Then sometimes if I buy something, as a woman, I need like a bath or something. If I buy, he will start complaining that I'm wasting money. So there is not a lot that I can't even remember. I know that the fight was much at that time with all these minor things that is not, you can't even, that is not up to a man to talk about. The truth is, with all that fight, I was there to say, I don't know, I didn't date you. I didn't see you like this. That you fight for all these minor. For his own family, they got tired of him. If they are anywhere now, they should hear. They got tired of him. Even my own, everybody got tired of him. Because what he will come and report, you will see that is nothing to write to him about.
Okay.
But I was tired.
Okay, so let me take you back to that day. Let me take you back to that day. So the pastor that he brought, what was the problem the pastor was talking about?
Okay, this particular one again, that was bringing trouble.
Okay.
For example, let's say in a week, you have sex like 4 times.
Okay.
Or any day.
Now, just be careful with the word. Just hold on. Don't say, just say we do it 4 times, because of the Instagram drama. They can affect your account.
Okay, we do it like 4 times, but any day I will tell him that I'm tired. Because with 3 kids, 2 kids, then nobody to help. I'm just the only person doing everything. Once I tell him I am tired, is a problem. The next
is
day,
a problem normally with most men. All of us, we know they like here. You say you dey tired. That one, I don't know as I go take blame you, but be like say that one I go blame you. But continue with your story.
Okay, in a week, a man will do it for 4 times and he will no. Then, when we got to Muweda, he reported to the pastor. The pastor came and said, this is what your husband, he started using Bible, whatever. This is what your husband said, that you did not allow him to touch him, that you're not giving him the thing to do, you are starving him with all that. I said, okay, no problem. When he finished talking, I said, okay, sir, can I ask you a question? He said, why not go ahead? I said, for example, in a week, 7 days, a man should do it for 4 to 5 times in a week. Is it too small? The pastor said, is it food? Okay.
That pastor no give you good advice. No mind the pastor. Is it food? So now hold on. Anyway, I'm not blaming you. But you see, when women tell their men no, where do you expect? If you don't give him food at home, he can buy food on the way to work. He can buy food in the canteen at work. But when you now tell him no for this one, where is he going to go and get it from? He'll be frustrated now. A lot of people are in the comment section are saying, it's too small. It's too small. It's too small. Women will be telling you, with 4 kids, you want to kill her? What if she doesn't have house girl? Blah, 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 blah. The men will be telling you, with this. So men and women see this thing from 2 different perspectives. So in that kind of situation, did you have a house girl?
No, I don't.
So you do all the work in the house?
Yes.
And then, okay. Hold on, guys. Some people are sending me stars. They're enjoying the show. Solomon Famakinwa, thank you so much. And Ugechi Unwosu Iroha, they send stars. To send stars, all you need to do is go to Facebook. When you get to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. You will see my page is 780,000 followers. Just click on today's video and then get stars. Thank you so much. Go and get us stars. Okay, so a lot of people, this, we've had this argument over and over again. What I counsel women is, women will come and say, in marriage, I'm doing it all the time. It now feels like a chore. It is a chore. When you are doing boyfriend and girlfriend, it is love. The moment you enter marriage and the 2 of you tie yourselves together, it has become a job. It is a demand, whether you like it or not. Oyinbo people will tell you no. That's why Nigerian men don't like to live with Oyinbo women. Or Nigerian women that have migrated abroad and have Oyinbo mentality. The Bible actually says you don't own your body anymore. You must submit your body to your man. and your man must submit. Just the same way he cannot tell you no, you too cannot tell him no. I'm just trying to address that part. So continue with the story anyway.
So the pastor said, "Is it food?" I said, "It was that yesterday." And when we moved down to the house at Mowi, it was uncompleted building. It was just a roofing, no window. But there was burglary, but no window, uncompleted that we moved to. Then, trying to put things in order, doing so many things. Sometimes we even buy sand, filling sand. There is no money to pay a bookie to pack the sand inside. It's me and my children that will start. By that time, you go to work. We start packing the sand inside to fill the house. And that day I told him, I've been working since morning, packing sand and everything. I'm tired. He got angry. That was when he went to report me to the pastor.
That one too. When they get a schedule. If he wants to do me, if I know that I have plenty demands, I less the work of my wife. If you know you want to be firing your cylinder all the time, you go make sure say the work not too plenty for her head, so that she go fit rest small. I understand where you're coming from. I'm just trying to make headway of everything. So continue your story.
So then the pastor settled the whole thing that day and said that he's going to talk to him. That they work here, truly the house was completed, the grass everywhere, trying to clear the compound. And after that day, I noticed that the pastor started coming to our house more often. Was coming often, as a day he will come like 2 times. How are you? Especially when he's at work, even when he's around too, he do come. And then he started sending me messages. How are you today? Me, and I didn't see this thing. I didn't see something like, we were just sending messages, coming. Sometimes
so pastor said one chop inside the food. So inside is it food? Pastor said one chop.
Yes, because him that reports his wife to the man. You see something. He does not know what the man is facing in his own house. The man, being a pastor, he did not come to you as a member to come and report his own family. Being a pastor, that does not mean he was not facing his own too in his house. But you look at him as he's a man of God. You went to report your wife, telling him your wife is denying you. And when this woman now told the pastor, this is what is happening, the man is like, and when this man started coming, he picked interest in me immediately. And was that telling me, in fact, I like you, I do this, I do that. Where were you, Seth, when I got married to my wife? Where were you?
Pastor!
He will tell me, yes, he will tell me that for 2 months, his wife will not allow him to touch her.
So you, when they do for, you try. God go judge all these our pastors.
Complaining that he 4 times is too much, while him sometimes 2 months, 3 months, his wife will not allow him to do. And the man started toasting. And he was even telling me that he was ready to sell, just run away with him and all that. I was the one that called my husband. And I told my husband that, this is what this pastor is doing. This is it. My husband was like, he knows that he has been suspecting him. And I told him, you have been suspecting him. But do you know that you are the cause of this thing? You go and report to him. Somebody you barely know. Do you think he does not have problem in his own marriage? Did he come and tell you, or is you that will carry your own day? Then my husband got angry, and next day he went to the headquarters to report the pastor.
So there was an official case filed by your husband to the church.
Yes, and when he got there,
what church is this?
Leaders told him that
what church is this again?
They don't believe him.
Sorry,
Deeper Life.
Deeper Life. They know they wear earring. they pray morning to night. Said, but pastor won't collect person wife. Now, wow. So, okay, continue the story.
They told him that they don't believe him because anybody can come and lay allegation against anybody, especially pastors. So they don't believe him. If you are saying the pastor is after your wife, any proof to show that he's after your wife? He said no. So he left the church. He came back and said he has reported this is what the man said. This is what the leader told him. I said, well, since he has not done anything, just let go. And the man has his school. Then I said, okay, what we do is to remove our children from
the pastor's school
to another school.
Okay.
So he said, okay. But that one started bringing trouble again. Any small thing I do, sometimes he will prepare. There was a day he prepared noodles, say I should come and eat. I said, I'm not hungry. He said, I should, even if it's 2 spoons, I should come and take, which I took. Later he said, I did not even make any comment that the Indomie is sweet or not sweet. If he's another man now or that pastor that prepared the Indomie, should be me, I would say it's sweet. From there, this whole thing started. He was talking, and the next thing,
hey, don't let my team follow. This your matter deserve Facebook stars, guys. You cannot just be listening to this sweet matter and not come and buy stars. Yeah, come to Facebook now, all of you. I'm listening to you, my dear sister.
So he said, if his family should hear what happened, that his family will ask him to send me away. I said, send me away? For what? The pastor is after me? That I told you pastor is after me? Does that mean I'm sleeping with the pastor already? He said, yes, so I'm sleeping with the pastor. I said, okay. Your family, that when they hear it, they will ask you to send me away. I want them to hear it today. Before then, it has been long, as in before I decided to call his family everyday trouble because of this pastor. You know why? Because of that evidence they said he does not have to show. The thing was paining him seriously. So I carried my phone, I called his brother. I said, if I call his brother, I will leave his house. I said, no problem. Let me call your family. Let them tell you to send me away. No problem. Then I called the brothers and...
You say if you like it, Jogbon. Now you use your hand, call him brother.
Yes, because the threat was too much.
Okay.
It was a form of blackmail. If my family should hear it, they will tell me to send you away. They will tell me to say, I'm like, what did I do? Then I called them, and the next day they came.
Okay.
They asked him what happened. He told them. They asked me. I told them my own. And the brother, they told him that you are the one like this. Thank God the pastor said you not even carry your wife and run away. You by yourself, you carry your wife and give to the man. What is wrong with you? They started talking to him. You have been reported. What is even there? They even told that he is behaving like somebody that is not mentally stable. They talked to him that day. And one of them, which is the chief, Francis, that said was after me, that wanted his brother not to marry me, now told the brother that what we do is, I should call the pastor to my house to set the pastor up. Then from there, we get evidence that will go and show the church. Then the other of his brother, the eldest one said, no, I should not do such. That is to tarnish my image around that place. Fine. People, it's not everybody that will know his setup. People will be thinking that your husband caught you with the pastor, that I should not do it. They settled the matter that day and they left. But my husband did not allow me to rest. Everyday fight. He told me that if I know I want to have peace in this house, that I must do what the brother said I should do by setting the man up. I said, I can't do that. It was just on my neck. And when the trouble was too much, and he was telling me, as a policeman, He'll be telling me he will deal with me, I will rot in jail, he will arrest me, he will do this, he will do that. And even my children, I will not see them, I will talk of talking to them. He will send me away. When the trouble was too much, I decided to agree so that I can have peace to stay. I brought out an idea how to go about it. I called the pastor. I told him that my husband has sent me out. Because the plan was just to see the two of us together so that they will take a shot of us. So they will snap us and they'll take the picture to the church that said they needed the evidence. I said, okay, is it no picture? It's to snap us, no problem. I want peace for myself. When I don't have money to go anywhere, I don't have money. So he's the one doing everything. If I have money on my own, I'll pack my children and then leave his house. The trouble was too much. But since I don't have, and just like that, I don't know what to do, then I agreed to do it. I told them this is how we'll go about it. So he contacted a photographer that would do the snapping. He's also somebody that we know. Then I called the pastor, and then anytime, I was now leading the pastor on as it's a plan. I would tell him, okay, this thing you talked to me about, I've accepted. How do we do it? Are you taking me out? Are you doing no? And when I am doing it, I will start recording our conversation. So when he comes back from work, he will transfer from my phone to his phone. So one Friday like that, I told the man that my husband has sent me away from his house because of him. And the pastor was like, where are you now? I said, I'm in Ofada secondary school. I said, okay, I should wait for him there. That he's coming there to give me money. 10,000 to go to my sister's place. Then later, he will get an apartment for me. I said, okay. While I was there with
I'm sorry.
my ex-husband,
continue.
The photographer and one pastor too. That is 4 of us. So the photographer, look for one place like that to set his camera and everything. And the pastor called me and said he was on his way coming. But as God will have it, the place he was passing, he saw the photographer and the camera straight to where I was standing. And the pastor ran away. While he was running back, he called that I should leave that place that I am, that I saw Sheson with camera facing you. So I know that it might be that is your husband that asked him to be following you. So leave that place now. I said, okay. Then later they came out, I told them that the pastor saw Sheson, he has gone, no. My husband was like, he was not fighting the photographer. I said, now wow, why will you go and stay there? You're supposed to stay here. All of us carry ourselves, went back home. Even while there in the house, around that afternoon, around the past 1, my husband was just getting angry, going here up and down. No one to talk to me. He was just angry. He said, this thing, I must do it. I must look for a way to do it. If I don't do it, I will leave his house. I said, I don't know what to do. You see that this one, the plan I brought out, as God will help this man, he saw Sheson and he ran away. What do you want me to tell him again now that he will believe? He said, anything, if I want to stay in his house. I said, okay. I called the pastor again that I'm so place, one uncompleted building. He said, okay, what will happen is, there's this house that he's taking care of. It's not his own, but he has the key. That he will go and open the house for me in the night. So that I will go and stay there till the next day in the morning before going to my sister's place. I said, okay. Around that past 9, a bit to 10, he called me that he has opened the house, that I should go there. My husband was with me. Once he called, I'll put it on speaker. Him and the photographer, they will be hearing, so that it will not be as if I want to double cross them. That's how we did this. Then I went to before I went to the place, my husband and the photographer has gone there to lay ambush there already. Then later I went there because it's not that far. I went there. I was inside the house when the pastor came. When the pastor entered, I locked the door. It's supposed to be 2 times. But I locked the door once, then unlock it the second time. So he thought that it was the 2 lock that I did, but unknowing to him that it was just once. I have opened it again. Then later my husband came in, and the next thing they started fighting, and the photographer joined, and the next thing they started beating him. My husband came with a moped stick, and the photographer came with one big stick, and they started beating him. I'm like, why beating? Was this our plan? This is not our plan. You didn't say you were going to beat him. You said you want to snap. Finish. They said I should shut up. I should keep quiet. The next thing I will see, they asked the man to off his clothes. Everything. He removed his shirt, his trouser, his pants, everything off, fully naked.
Hey!
And they started snapping him, the photographer. I'm like, this was not what we planned. This is not what you told me. That means you just used me to get to this man. You said picture. And this thing, I was just tired. Then I left. I went home. But I was not comfortable. I was not comfortable at home. I came back to the place again. That was around the past 1 a.m. midnight. I went back to the place. There I saw his wife. I'm like, who called his wife? Why is his wife here? When I got there, the wife saw me. The wife said, sir, you claim you called my husband with your wife. And when I came here, I didn't meet your wife, number one. And why is your wife dressed like this and my husband is naked? They could not answer. Then the next thing my husband called the leaders that he went to report to that time, that they should come and see their pastor with his wife. Around that past 2, these people came and they saw the pastor fully naked, beaten, dead. And one of the pastors called me, that, madam, please, before God and man, did he do it? I said no, because it was not what we planned. I said no, he didn't do it. It was a setup. I had to just open up. I said it was a setup. That this was what happened. This is what happened. I explained that he has been giving the headache that if I want to stay in his house, that I must do it. But the pastor said, why? I said, if I don't do it, you want me to leave my children? What do you want me to do? They're still small. The trouble is too much. I don't have money. I'm not working. That time, so I don't even have business yet. We just moved down here. I'm not working. But it was a setup. There's nothing like that at all.
And the church is aware of this, that is Deeper Life knows this story.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Then, after that, the pastor pleaded that he should put on his clothes. After putting on his clothes, then the wife started shouting. Midnight, past 2 or 3, people started coming, and to people, it's like, my husband caught me with the pastor. How many people will I tell that is not like that? That was on a Friday to Saturday. Then Saturday, my husband went to work. Even me, I could not even come outside because the rumor was not going up and down that my husband caught me with a pastor. My husband caught me with a pastor, which was not like that. Then on a Sunday morning, the next thing I will see, my husband called me and said I should come outside. I came out, I saw him in front of the pastor's house with police people. I'm like, why did you bring police again into this thing? They arrested this man. In fact, they started beating this pastor, the police at a Mowe police station. Being a policeman, he has arranged with them what to do. And when they got to the master, they started beating the man. They beat him down to station. Then I went there. When I got there, the trouble started, and the pastor's relationship called another higher ranker, higher AC or something. And the man gave me phone to speak to me, and the man asked me, "Madam, I want to ask you if my brother, just tell me the truth, what happened?" I told him, I said, "Sir, your brother did not do it. This is what happened." And it was a setup. And him and the photographer did not tell me this. They told me what they wanted was just pictures, slap us together and finish. I never knew they had this one in mind, beating and telling him to naked and start slapping him and all that. Then the man ordered the DPO there to release the pastor. And I was even telling my husband, as anything that wants to happen now, let it happen. That I will not leave this station until they release this pastor, since he's innocent. This is not what you told me. So that was how that one happened. We went back home. Since then, it's trouble upon trouble. Then the brother that said I shouldn't do it that time heard about it. He said I should come and meet him at home. I went to his house. That one said, if I were to be his daughter, he would slap me that. By the way, Seth, number one, why will you tell your brother that a man toasted you or toasted you? You are a fine woman. So many women are there, men will toast them. Since it's you that will say no, why will you go? See now, you're telling your husband, see what it has resulted to. And where you are staying now, it's like, okay, everybody's saying your husband caught you with the pastor. This pastor, that time, they had to remove him from the pastoring something. He was no longer a pastor for years that time. So that one went that way. Then before, even while the pastor on, after the setup and all that, I just surprised that my husband will come to me. He will be telling me that, come, I want to ask you a question. Did that man sleep with you? I said, no, he did not sleep with me. He said, because he's having infection. He can't urinate very well. It's me. I'm the one that gave him the infection. Only me give you infection. The pastor has a infection. I said, how do you know that the pastor has infection? He said, check the right hand of his. He gets infection. I said, okay. Pastor and I did not do anything. He said, I'm the one. He started that infection thing again. It was another trouble. Then he said he has gone to the hospital. They told him that it was infection. He went to report me to another pastor, our Lagos pastor. That one came down to Mowe, all the way from Shumoli, came down to Mowe, and he talked to him. He said, that is my wife that gave me infection. The pastor said, okay, Jennifer, you know what you will do? Tomorrow you are going to Aljola, you are going to the hospital to run test, infection test, and I want to see the result. I said, okay. As he said, I went to Aljola, I ran the infection test and everything. I brought the result back home. And the pastor took again that day. I gave them the result. I said, look at it. Aljola, I can't forge it. The man read it. He said, he knows that I don't have infection, but just to clear this thing. Then the next thing, the man left. And the next thing, my husband went to report the pastor to another person that the pastor is siding me because he wants me. The pastor is after me. Then the pastor called me and said, well, Jennifer, I don't want your husband to give me the load that is not my own. I've been a pastor now for over 30 years. I don't want anything, any stain at all. God will help you in your marriage. I said, amen. That was how that one. And then he started taking orishi drugs. Drugs like potash, lime, red and yellow capsule. He will mix these three things together. He would drink for days. And anytime he wants to urinate, he'll be urinating blood. But not that raw blood, but at least water and mixture with blood. I called his brother. I told them that this is the drug your brother is using. I don't know what is wrong. He He said I'm the one that gave him affection, that I slept with the pastor. In fact, I'm sleeping with other men too. Then the family said we should come to the village because the quarrel was too much. We traveled down to his village, 2017. He said I was going to take an oath. After the judging and everything, 80% of the blame was on him. But this same chief, Francis, that was looking for me that time, said I'm going to take an oath that I will not kill my husband. I will not follow another man. I will not do this, I will not do that. I said, okay, if that is what will solve this whole thing, I will do it. Then they said, okay, but the chicken, and this oath of a thing is to take me to their shrine. They said I was going to tie white wrapper.
From pastor to shrine. From pastor to shrine.
It's my husband that will buy. Yes. That is my husband that in his village. That is my husband that will buy the chicken that we will take to the shrine. So it's the blood of the chicken I will use to take the oath. That is to tell you, if I default or maybe I sleep with another man, the consequence is going to be bloody. I accepted. I said, okay. Then I went to my husband outside where he was standing. I said, well, now you want to take me to shrine. I will do it too. But you call yourself an evangelist, a born again. When we get to Lagos, I will tell you, your pastor friends, that you and I went to the shrine. That I should bring the money for chicken. Let's do this thing and get out. He said he's not bringing any money for chicken. That his money will not buy chicken that will go to shrine. And he's the only person that will buy the chicken, and that person will not buy the chicken for him. Then later, they started fighting themselves, the brothers, when he said he will not bring money for chicken. At the end of the day, we came back to Lagos. I am not from his village. I don't really know his culture, although we are from Edo. But his own Ishan is different from Auchi. I went to one woman that is from his own village. I told the woman that this was what they asked me to take in his village. The woman shouted, and her husband, did you do it? I said, I wanted to do it, but he's the one that did not buy the chicken. The woman said, God said that I did not take that oath. That, do I know what is there? They will not tell me everything. I said, but they told me that as far as I know, I'm not following another man. I will not sleep with another man. So I don't have that in plan. Why shouldn't I know? That was why I accepted to do to take the oath. The woman said no. How old are you? You are so. Then we are 32 or be something. You are so. Your husband. God forbid, if your husband should die today, even if you are going to live 100 years, you will not have anything to do with another man till you yourself you die. He said, I don't know. He said, yes, that thank God I did not take the oath. That I should never try anything like that in his village. I want to take oath. Okay, why didn't they ask the man two of us to take the oath? That is a bondage. They want to put you in bondage. If the man likes tomorrow, he can bring wives and come and join you there. You can't do anything. Even if you move out, you won't do anything. I said, I don't know. They did not explain to me like this. Then, that one aside. He continued taking this thing. Sometimes I will hear him calling people for drug. They will tell him to go and take a palm oil kernel mixed with aloe vera, this and that. Rishi. There is this one guy that is his friend that was close to us, Paul. Is that one that asked him, what is really wrong with you? How are you feeling? Then he told the man. That was when that one went online. He told him that the way you have explained, like prostate enlargement. He said, no, it's not prostate enlargement. What is prostate? Like, they don't have it in their family. They don't do this, they don't do that. And he went for tests. Lo and behold, the infection this man has been shouting all this while was prostate enlargement. That is why anytime you want to urinate, you find it difficult. to urinate. And he was also fighting me anytime he want to do like 2 minutes. Because of that prostate enlargement, 2 minutes. He will say I'm the one that put something in my body that is drawing his something out fast. That he feel like having it outside. I will tell him, go ahead. I don't know what I will put in my body that will draw this thing. So it was when he now went to the hospital that they explained to him, you don't expect your body to be like before. You are having prostate enlargement, which is as in bad stage. So you don't expect your do life to remain the same. So because of that, he was insecure. He believed that since he's doing just 2 minutes, I am having it outside. A problem. Then in 2021, January 2nd, a customer came to buy something. Even before then, I knew he was having an affair. For me, since I did not catch him red-handed, I can't accuse him. There was a day I stepped outside from our room to go and pick something around that to 12. I heard him telling somebody, I love you. I didn't say anything. If you were to be another woman, nobody will sleep in that house that day. But I didn't say anything. Before I said it, I told him, it was like after 3 months. Say so and so day, I heard you telling somebody, I love you. See me, 3 months ago, I didn't say anything. Or you are the one busy saying me, I am sleeping with men. Just because you are doing 2 minutes, you now believe that I am going outside. And I told him, I've been complaining something to you for a while now. That the do life, my own, is I don't really feel something anymore. I will even be asking him to buy drug so that I can take and then feel like.
Oh, okay. So you no longer feel like doing it. So it's not like you even have the taste for it. Now, let me ask you, was there ever a time that you used to enjoy doing it with him?
Come again, I didn't hear you.
Was there ever a time in your marriage when you used to enjoy doing it with him?
Yes.
Okay. So you enjoyed it, but then, yeah. But now, because of his condition.
The thing is, after that, my last child, after that CS and this thing, that was when I noticed that something was dropping little by little, gradually. And when it got to a stage, I started complaining to him. So when he was saying that me doing outside, I'm like, you that I'm complaining to, that this is what is wrong with me. You are even helping me to look for solution. He works with the Minister of Interior. He's one of the officers in his house. Arebeshola, one of the officers in his house. And he even spoke with the daughter of Are Sherry. She's a doctor. That this is what my wife is going through. What drug should I get her so that this thing can come up? He said the arrest daughter told him that I should not get me drug, that later my body will come up again. So that was what he told me.
I think also because you don't have your fallopian tubes, like you said, you don't have them. Have you now? Let me take you back there. Have you done any test to make sure that your fallopian tubes are there?
Yes, sir. Because at the time, I don't know. Let me just so that I'll get there soon to this. That 2021 January 2nd, a customer came to get things, to get some provisions, and now everywhere is transfer, and the man did transfer. For like 20 minutes, I didn't see a lot, and the man said, "Ma, I just moved down to this place. That is my house." Okay, what will happen is, let me have your number, or you have my number. If you don't see the alert this night, by tomorrow morning, call me. I will redo it. I said, okay. Then my husband was with me in the shop. I gave the man my number, and he flashed me with his phone, and the man left. When I entered the shop, my husband started, he was angry. that why did I give the man my number, that I should have given the man his own number. I said, why should I give your number to the man? Are you the owner of, are you the one that will see a lot? This is my business. Why should I involve you? Why should I give? The next thing, he started shouting, fighting, quarreling. Last year, January 2nd. And the next day, he continued with the fight and he said the marriage is over. I said, okay. If you say marriage is over, no problem. But all I know is that you cannot just throw me out like that. That I'm going to ask for a proper divorce. This house is set now. Fine house now. We struggle, we build this house together. I suffered. The day they did the flooring of that house, I was one that fetched water from one well to another for the floor. So you cannot just throw me out like that. This one is not like Pastor Kunle's issue. That time that you were threatening me all the time. No, I am now mature, as in higher. I can't allow you to blackmail me anymore. It's not possible. So if you say the marriage is over, no problem. Let me have proper divorce from you. That was when he told me that which divorce that he knew a day like this will come. That was why he did the fake registry. That was when I knew last year that was what he did at Shomolu local government was fake.
Wow.
The certificate he never allowed me to see. That he just brought and said, "Oh yeah, see, you have registered. You are now a full married woman." That was why he never allowed me to see the whatever. I didn't see it. I'm like, so you did this because, or let me say, my ignorance. I was ignorant. Anyways, let me put it like that. Then I said, no, I will not allow this thing to go like this. Then somebody introduced me to one lawyer. I went to meet the lawyer. I told the lawyer.
Yeah.
The lawyer said, can I get the fake registry, the certificate? I said, I can't find it. I've tried looking for it. I can't find it. The lawyer said there's nothing he can do. That is a smart police officer. That there is no way he will do another registry with me since he has not fully divorced the first one. And I told the lawyer, but he said he has fully divorced that one. He said he's lying. He did not divorce the first wife. He did not divorce the first wife. So he's a smart police officer, so he know what he did. That with this, that I can't fight him. I can't divorce him. I can't ask him for any property or anything at all. I said, okay. He said the marriage is over, so I will just go like that. The lawyer said, well, that's the only thing I'll go. I said, but what about my children? I said, well, can you take care of the children? I said, no, I don't have. What am I doing? I would say, okay, you know what you would do? Since he said the marriage is over, you have to move out of his house. Then get settled before you now come back for your children. You can now go to welfare and all that. I said, okay. When I got to, he went to work. A week later, he came back. He said, what I will do is, since the marriage is over, I don't have to go out of his house because the house belonged to me and my children. That I should stay as long as I want to take care of the children. But no marriage again. I said, okay, no problem. I said I agreed to stay there and take care of my children. He went to work. But I just noticed that anytime he goes to work and come back, he will come with another different story. Then he went to work one day, he came back. He said, his brother said, I should leave his house. That they can't keep me in his house. That by the way, if he keep me in his house, I might be bringing men to his house. Rather, it's me that will leave. I said, okay, I will leave. But just give me some time. I need to get a place and take my children along with me and go. He said, no way, I will not take his children. I said, okay, no problem. He went to work. He called me while at work that I should stay. I said, this one that you are just pushing me here and there, stay, go. He said, okay, what we do, we have to go and meet some people that they will sit down, to be a clear witness.
Okay.
I said, okay. We went to the couple's place. They are both pastors, the husband and wife. And we did the meeting there that day. They asked him, okay, how long do you want her to stay? He said, as long as she wants. The people said, are you sure? He said, yes. Because of his children. We sealed everything that day, but it was not written document anyway. It was just verbal something. And he left. A month later, he came back. He said, we should go back to the place we did the meeting. We went there. He said he can no longer accept I should stay as long as I want. 5 years. I said, okay. I can say 5 years. By that time, my first son should be around that 17. At least I can still do with it, no problem. But remember, you've done something to me. Don't think I will just allow that one to sleep. I will never allow it. Then later he went to work. He will stay at home like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. By the time he will come back again, is another story. Later he said, I can't stay again for 5 years, that is 2 years. Although it means that he was taking advice from some people. His brother and one pastor, Pastor Gideon, that he told him that he should go and send me away. Why will he allow the woman to stay in the house with the children? That is not good. That is me that will leave the house. He said 2 years. I didn't say anything. Later I went to work. 2 weeks he came back. He said, I have 6 months to stay. I said, okay, I have heard. Just give me time. He went to work. Later he came back. He said, he wants to take the children to another woman to take care of. Most of all these things I am telling you, I have them on record. Before that time, before the 6 months, after the 5 years, he came back. He said, his brother said, I should come to the village to take oath. I said, I am not going. You see that oath that I did not take that time, it is not now that I will take it. First, you have put me in one bondage that I can't give birth again. And that is why you are treating me like this. Because you know that there is no man that will want to marry me again. This is Africa. Even if you marry a man of 60, 70, he will still demand a child from you. He will still demand a child. That's why you are treating me like this, that. But you see that auto, I will never. He invited my mom and my uncle that they should come and talk to me. My mom came. He didn't tell my mom that he's giving me condition to go to his village and take oath. My mom don't know. Even when I told my mom, they don't believe. I told my mom, if he's to go to his village to go and take oath, it's better the marriage is over. I will never do it. Let the marriage over. I'm ready to go out of the marriage, but he will pay if it's for me to go to his village to go and take oath. They left. His brother came again. They said I should come to their village for settlement. The settlement is the oath. I told that one that I am not coming. Then he got angry. He came, he said he's taking the children to another woman in Lagos to take care of them. I say, another woman, while I am still alive, I will not accept it. It's not possible. He was now telling the children to go and pack their things. Which woman that is in Lagos I want to take care of? Is it the woman you are dating? He said he does not have anything with the woman. The woman is just nice to him. And the woman has promised him that he's going to take care of the children for him very well. I say, while I am alive, who are you fooling? The woman, you don't have anything with her, but she has promised to take care of your children. That it will be over my dead body for you to take these children to another woman. He said, okay. Everything on record. I have all these things in my phone. The oath, the threats, he did everything on my phone. Then he left. So because I did not allow him to take the children to another woman, he went to work. On January this year, this thing lasted throughout that last year. All this fight of a thing lasted throughout that last year. Then January 11, this thing is going to an end. he brought the next thing. He went out. I was not even at home. I went to get tomatoes. The next thing, my daughter called me. Mommy, where are you? Said I'm coming. I told you I was going to buy tomatoes. She said, Daddy is around though, with a woman. I told the girl, maybe it's the woman that he wanted to take you people to, that he has finally brought home. My daughter said, no, Mommy, it's not the woman. Oh, this one is the police woman. Oh. I said, yeah, police. Then the next thing, he called me with his phone. I heard the woman's voice. Hello, are you Jennifer Suso? I said, yes. He said, I am Inspector Suso. I am in your house, but you are not at home. Where are you? I told her where I was. He said, okay. Your attention is needed in the police station. I said, you are in my house to arrest me? He said, well, my attention is needed. Since I am not at home, that I should start going to station where I was, that they will meet me there. I said, okay. I started calling people that, look at it, oh, my husband has brought police home to arrest me. They said I should go. That anyhow, if the case is going, I should let them know. After all, I did not kill anybody. I didn't commit any crime.
Okay, I want to ask you a question because time is going and I want us to round off the story. So right now, where are your children?
My children are with him. After the arrest, they said the DPO said I should go.
So they arrested you. Arrested you on what grounds?
On the ground of me leaving his house. When I got to station, they said the DPO said I should go and pack my things and leave my husband's house.
Waiting concern DPO.
The thing is, sir, I did not see DPO with my two eyes.
Okay.
I did not see DPO. Yes, they were only telling me, two women. They were only telling me DPO said.
DPO of what station? DPO of what station?
DPO of Mowe headquarters, Mowe police station.
Okay,
Mowe
DPO
police station, yes.
All right, let's hear from you, sir. Let's hear what your side of the story is, if possible, because okay, so because I want to round off, because this has gone on for quite a while. So I'm listening to you, my sister. So where are you now, and what do you want?
Fine. Now, he said I should go. I was arrested. He said I should write undertaking, which I wrote undertaking that I was going to leave his house. And I told the police officer that I was not going to live without my children. He threatened. The threat is in my phone, the record, that he can do anything to me if I don't leave his house. And one of the policewomen called me to one side and tell me, Ma, is the person that is alive that will take care of children. Go. Later, come back for your children. I will tell you what to do. Then 2 weeks later, I left. Since I left, he has never, he does not want the children to talk to me. He does not want them to. He has in the children. There was a day they called me like, Mommy, we will not be calling you again. Daddy said you are not our mother. That he does not want us to talk to you. You are not our mother. You are not this, which I have on my phone. I recorded it.
Okay, so what do you want now? What do you want me to help you with?
Thing that I want justice. How can a man, now that I'm talking to you right now, he got married last week and he came back from Imo yesterday. What do you want? What do you want me to do? How do you want me to live my life at the age of 37? He has to pay. I want justice. He is married to another woman. I left January. He is married. As I'm talking to you now, he's married. A woman is living in his house.
Okay, my sister. Okay. I like to hear his side. I like to hear the side of everybody else mentioned, the hospital and all that. I'm not happy with that claim that you said that the hospital did permanent family planning on you without you knowing. What did you say that hospital was again?
Arjolad Hospital.
Arjolad, based where?
Bagada, yes.
In Bagada. Arjolad, I would like to hear from you guys what your side of the story is. So, Jennifer, let's wait to hear from them, from the DPO, from your ex-husband, from the hospital, even if possible from Deeper Life Church. Let us hear let us hear what everybody else wants to say. And in the meantime, what you really want is access to your children. You want to see
I
your
want
children.
not just access to my children. I want them.
Okay.
I want my children to stay with me so he can take responsibility. And since he is married now to another person, he will pay for the damages.
Okay. Okay. I'm not a lawyer or a judge, but all I can do is I have a platform where people share their stories. So let's see what people say and let's see what comes out of this. You have my contact, so feel free to contact me and update me with any developments. Okay?
Okay.
All right,
I've
Jennifer.
actually written, let me quickly tell you this one. I've actually written a petition against him to the Justice Court. I don't know if you know that, if you know Justice Court.
No. Okay, I've heard of them. It's online too, right?
Yes. I've written, but the lawyer told me, one lawyer there told me that the only place for me to get justice that I truly deserve is going to the normal court. I told him I don't have money to take him to normal court because the lawyer I met that I said I should go and bring 250. Where will I see 250 to file a case against him? I don't have the money.
Okay. So all right. I'll get back to you and update you on this, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right then. All right, Jennifer.
All right, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing your story, and I'll try to get back to you.
All right, sir.
All right, my sister. Okay, so that is the story. You guys have kept me up all night, and you have not bought stars. The only people that bought stars for me, first of all, let me even first attend to the people that came to buy stars. Annabelle Royale, thank you so much. Chris Ideo and Chibuzo Onwokoye. Chibuzo really supports my channel. Thank you so much, Chibuzo. Chibuzo sent 2,000 stars. Solomon Famakinwa sent 490 stars. Charletta Robinson, Ulechi Nwosu Ioha, Chris Idelko, Annabelle Royale, thank you so much for the stars. Someone said I was sleeping. No, I was wide awake. I was wide awake. It's a long story, and the poor lady's gone through a lot. But like I said, for there to be a balanced narrative, before we can contribute for her or do anything, we need to hear from the other side. It's always better like that. Hear from both sides. No matter how nice a story sounds or how real it sounds, if you don't hear from the other side, you will judge wrongly. So let the ex-husband also come and share his own testimony. Let us also hear from him. Okay? Let him come and tell us she has said she will show evidence. Let him also come and show us evidence. All of you wanting to donate, calm down. Calm down. Let us have a balance in perspective. Okay? Let us have a balance in perspective. We're going to give the husband, I'm going to give them 2 weeks to respond or to contact me. I'm sure it's easy to contact me. If the husband can contact me, I'll also bring him live. If within 2 weeks we don't hear from the husband's side, what we're going to do is we're going to then assist her financially to help her go to the court and at least file a claim in court. So let's give them 2 weeks to hear from their side. I honestly believe that is very fair. Okay. Someone says Daddy Freeze, the husband will not come on it. Let us give them the opportunity. Okay, let him share his own story. All right. In life, it is always good to hear from both. If now they refuse, okay, he's police, he can send his brother. His brother is not all his brothers that will be police. You understand? Let us be balanced, because tomorrow they will say one woman just came, told you her story, and the next thing you gave her money. You understand? Let's do 2 weeks. Most of the people saying, let's raise money for her, they are all women. Women are emotional. In as much as I sympathize with the lady, I also need to be balanced. No court. You are saying 2 weeks. If this matter go court 4 years, they're still inside. And once she goes to court, she cannot talk to the public again. I hope you are aware. My problem with Nigerians is you people are so emotional. Like, who did this to you people? 2 weeks is, if she goes to court today, she files paper in court today, she will not get anything from the court within 4 years, and within those 4 years she cannot talk to the public. She cannot even come on my live and talk again. So let us be fair. Okay, if 2 weeks is long, try court. My divorce took 5 years. And while I was doing the divorce, I could not talk to the public. 2 weeks is fair. Within the 2-week period, her ex-husband can come and have the opportunity of sharing his perspective. Helen Paul, what do you think? In the meantime, please come and buy me stars. Oh yeah. I'm not even talking to anybody again. You want the platform to grow, you don't want to support. Oh yeah. How do you buy stars? Let me show you. Helen, Joma Binun Tori Olong, I just wanted to hear from you. But before I even hear from you, let me teach them how to go and get stars. They enjoy the platform. They want to.
Let's buy badge.
I don't have badge. Instagram has refused to give me badge because I'm living in this Nigeria. You know, you people live abroad, so you have badges. We don't have in Nigeria. They've not given me. Instagram does not love me. I don't know what I did for them. See, go to Facebook. This is how to get the stars. Go to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Click on it. This picture will show. Once you see this picture, you will see 760,000 followers. You will see it there. That's how you know, and it's verified. Scroll down. You will see me wearing this t-shirt. That's how you know the video. Click on the video. Once you click on the video, you know what next will happen. At the bottom left-hand corner, just click on it. You will see stars. That's how to get it.
You enter your card details, right?
Yes, you enter your card details, and then Facebook will not steal your money. Don't worry, it's a legit company unless you enter the fake Facebook account.
Instead of this, we can't donate to the woman now. Then we should bless you straight now.
I'm not saying we'll not donate to the woman. I just want there to be a fair opportunity of a hearing. But of course, you can bless the platform. The platform it would be require quite a lot of blessing. People enjoy the platform. You keep me up.
Okay, so since we can't buy badge on Instagram, some people are not familiar with Facebook. Maybe you should just put an account to just support, even if it's like there.
If I put that account now, I know they like. You know, Facebook has a way. Just go through Facebook. I know you love me, Helen, and I love you too, and I appreciate the love. But right now.
Account number hitting me because middle of the night doing that almost is not easy.
It's not easy, and I don't tire now, and I get to carry my family go do you get work we won't go do tomorrow, so now they tire me. So
that story long, bro.
But I don't day here 2 hours. 2 hours.
Hey God. So that means even now I'm even pitying her. I'm pitying the pastor they set up. Next time if you see find there, you know go talk. But pastor too na human being na. Pastor see better thing na. He said no boy. And my people not be joke. We know that be Isha too.
Oh, do you know I always thought you were Yoruba?
No, I was born in Lagos, Fade Iyaba, grew up in Lagos, you know.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
Edo Foundation, Isha Papa, our people know they joke, especially when they suspect the man. Even me self, they fear our men, you know. So they don't give space like that, you know. I'm scared. I'm scared. I pray she's safe too as well, because she dropped names. So
yes.
I'm scared. I
That's
pray she's
why
safe.
the names she dropped. What we can do is those people too can come and talk. That is why I'm giving them 2 weeks before we can say, okay, we're helping her raise money to go to court or whatever it is that we are trying to do. We must be fair, because in life, now when Bible talk he say when person talk story.
Will marry you, come they show you paper. Not be say you wear wedding dress. Not be say they give
She
you
herself dropped the ball. She herself dropped the ball a few times, which is something I would really love for her to wise up, and for women to listening to wise up. When a man tells you, don't be so much in a hurry for marriage. You understand? You have your PhD, for instance. You understand? If man say no marry you again, you go move on with your life now, Abi.
No, I'm not gonna move on. No, I will just go my new house.
Abi? Because you have a PhD, you're a professor. Do you understand?
Not by certificate. I think say na by Lagos. Every woman for Lagos don't say na. You know.
So at the end of the day, women need to also.
Oh, she was 23. She was 23.
And then I want to hear from the hospital with regards to that claim about that by force family planning. I want to hear from that hospital.
I think she should also go for a checkup.
Yes, she needs to do like I think an ultrasound should be able to see.
The man told her.
An ultrasound.
The man can't tell me my husband, and she still say my husband, so she still loves the man. She's still my husband. My oh God. Papa, you are trying. What's the time? What's the time that you are not sleeping?
It's 13 minutes to 3 a.m.
Jesus.
Oluwa. So let me start going.
I don't talk to you for WhatsApp, Baba. Talk to me back, I beg.
Okay,
let me leave you.
Okay, I will chat you up. I will chat you up with my direct WhatsApp number.
When you're getting married, read about the cultures. Read about the culture you are going into too.
Absolutely. Women need to understand the cultures they are getting into. And this man today is doing pastor, according to her, Shao, because we never hear from the man.
The man pity her by not buying her that fowl that first day, sir. If they have bought that fowl, not be she go to talk for a year. Fowl no be small thing for a dough for Isha. Fowl.
Wait till they use the fowl do.
Read about them. I time for Christmas choppings. There are other things fowl can do. Fowl is powerful in our culture.
Just me. Wait till they use fowl do. No. Tell me. I want to hear what they use fowl do. Hey, hold on. Sorry, somebody don't send me some stars. Make I hail them. Victoria Bami, thank you so much, Victoria Bami. Favored Maggie Rukoro, thank you so much. Clara Wawani, Sandra Ariata, thank you so much. At least these people know say that the freeze don't stay up. They attend to them. Victoria Bami, thank you so much. Favor Maggie Ruko, Solomon Famakoke, I've seen Anita Show, Annabelle Royal, thank you guys so much. Dr. Helen Paul, somebody said they miss you for Facebook, they miss you. Okay, so
but sir, somebody said the man no be Ishan, na Igbo. The man na Ishan, I know they let him.
Ishan. I'm suspecting Ishan. Okay, Helen Paul, thank you so much, my darling sister. God, was there something you wanted to say?
Please go and read about our culture.
Give us more gist about the culture.
I don't even read them. Man just want go read too. You know, be my man, they will don't hear say teacher.
Oh yeah, come and be going, Helen Paul. God bless you, my darling sister. Congrats. Now ahead, the one matter being raised. I say I go address that matter. And that matter na benching inside marriage. I know it is not easy, but women and men, I want you to understand, if the only lesson where I fit teach you today, if you dey inside marriage, no dey refuse your spouse. No dey, Ellen Paul don't run because she no wan put mouth inside benching matter. No dey refuse your spouse. The Bible says, and I'm going to read it to you. The Bible says it and says it clearly. While you're waiting for Bible, buy me stars. Go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. You can only do it on Facebook. And stop being lazy. Go to Facebook, DADDYFREEZE, Daddy Freeze. Okay? When you go there, click on it. You see today's video on Facebook. Go and buy stars. Una they enjoy the channel. Una no one support. The Bible says this in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3. The husband should fulfill his wife's fiki needs. And the wife should also fulfill her husband's needs. Go and read it. I'm reading from the New Living Translation. The wife gives authority over her body to her husband, and the husband gives authority over his body to his wife. The wife gives authority to the husband gives authority to the wife. Meaning, no be you get your body again, no. Please, oh. No, they deprive man. Please, oh. No, they deprive woman. No, they form woke inside this thing. If your husband is depriving you, it's as bad. If your wife is depriving you, it's equally bad. And by deprive, find person will match you. If you like her 7 times a week, they go give you person wey fit do am twice a week. Now punishment too is very important in marriage. Now small way if you put mouth inside. Someone says, what if the husband popo the wife but refuse to apologize? If you popo woman, that's say you give am punch or more. They're supposed to send you go prison. They know they beat woman. The only thing I can say is your wife slap you, slap am back. That one they okay. Say as she slap you, slap her back with the same force. Nobody say she slap you, you slap her, she fly, enter wall. No. If she tear you, slap you, tear her back on the spot. Nobody say you go think and come back. That one they okay. And they tell women, any woman if you raise hand, supposed to collect. If you can raise your hand, you should be able to collect. Someone is asking Bible verse, please. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3 and 4. Go and read it yourself. Read it from the New Living Translation. If you read King James, if they confuse you. Someone say, why slap her back? Slap her back. As long as you waiting you do to her, no pass slap. And na slap, she slap you. Give her back. Any woman we no one learn, go learn. How you go? If my daughter raise hand, slap man, and the man slap him back, I no go fight the man. Waiting concern. Now if man begin bitter, problem. The Bible say turn cheek. Turn cheek. Now waiting Bible talk, you fit turn the cheek. But woman with the tear slap, suppose sabi how they take collect up. All right, guys, thank you so much. Nobody else is getting me stars. All of you are just enjoying. 940 of you, when I could have been gisting with Oluwatobi Loba and enjoying my time. I'm here sitting with you people, and people cannot buy stars. Oh yeah, all of you, come and be going, come and be going, come and be going. The rest of you that are useful and good and got me stars, God bless you. Chibuzon Okoye, God bless you. Victoria Bami, God bless you. Favored Maggie Rukoro, God bless you. Solomon, God bless you. Anita Show, Sandra Ariata, Annabelle Royal, God bless you. The rest of you, this year, if you know pure for you, make I just do like Pentecostal pastor. You know, see one auntie say God they share pikin. The person we won't come collect the pikin come they miss choir practice. I say see mumu. I say see mumu. People that are saying don't go, they are the very people that are not even buying stars. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. But of course, I'm following up the case. I have the woman's number. I'm following up the case, and I'm going to be on the case and give you an update. Real Ladder, I love you, sis. Thank you so much. Real Ada, thank you all so much. Don't mind me, I was just joking. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, Rita, love you, sis. Thank you all. Look forward to seeing you guys same time tomorrow. I have so many topics. I even have people who are lining up to share their stories. I have a young Nigerian brother from South Africa. He's also going through a lot. He wants to share. He's in a South African prison. I don't know how we're going to be able to bring him on to share his story, but we'll try to make that happen. I appreciate you guys a lot. Once again, thank you so much, all of you. I'm about day tomorrow, day full ground, and church service and church preaching day during the day. Maybe I should preach this. So take care, guys. God bless you. Make a day waka dey go. See my eye. I don't tire.